Hey guys, my name is Molly Fremantle. I'm the equine specialist at Fulshear Treatment to Transition. I'm also a therapist with my LMSW. And I'm here today to kind of just talk about and introduce y'all to our equine program. So as you can see behind us is a still image of our barn. And we're really proud of how much the girls invest in their time of like maintaining and keeping it clean. And but so, yeah, just to start, I want to fully introduce myself and give you some background history on who I am and how I got here. So I was doing my undergrad for psychology and getting my bachelor's in psychology when I realized it was almost kind of an epiphany moment of finding a niche in having a degree in psychology and wondering what I'm going to do with it to avoid being stuck in a cubicle doing nothing related to what I was passionate about. And horses have always been a pivotal part of my life. They've really taught me a few things. They've pulled me through some like hard times as a teenager. And so I said, what better way of having horses help people? Turns out it was a thing. So, and I just took off with it. Got certified thanks to Fulshear through EGALA, the Equine Growth and Learning Association, as an equine specialist, and then wanted to even further my education and professional development in mental health, because that's ultimately what really drove me to dive into this amazing match between these four-legged animals and people. So it's made a powerful impact in my life, having shown and rode horses pretty much all my childhood and adolescent years into adulthood. And I just knew that it was something I wanted to share with other people, and particularly others who were struggling with mental health. So here I am. That's how I got here. So some of the shifts and impacts that I've really seen in our program, and particularly with our clients, has just been amazing, mind-blowing. You can't make this stuff up. And it really has allowed our clients to experience relationships in a non-threatening way, a space that's free of bias and assumptions and judgment, and just true honesty of what they bring to the table, what they bring into relationships. And sometimes that's really hard. It's hard for them to look at that piece of it, because you're having to take an honest look at yourself. But the horses do it in such a way that it just happens organically. It's a mirror image of sometimes who that client is that they're not even connected with themselves. But it also is, what you bring to the table is what you're going to get in relationships. And the horses do it in such a way that isn't threatening and it's safe. Because the client really has just themselves to look at, as well as the response or reaction they're getting from a very honest creature. Equine therapy is a little different than like canine therapy, in the sense that horses are probably one of the most honest creatures. Cats are kind of like judgmental. Sorry, cat people. And dogs are like, oh my gosh, I love you no matter what, unconditional, which is healing and great in itself. Horses are just honest. You leave for 2 weeks and you're inconsistent with them, or you respond in a way that's aggressive and not use that assertive communication, they are definitely going to let you know how that has impacted the relationship. And it's just such a beautiful thing for our clients to get. Some of the things that I've seen directly in working with our clients and the horses is our clients really just open up to the world of relationships, where sometimes they might have been closed off, or sometimes they might have been a little too open to. So boundaries and being congruent with themselves, but also other people, just trusting relationships, trusting other people, not doubting themselves, finding self-esteem and confidence. All of those things have just continuously happened in the work that we do here with the horses and with the clients. And I get to see it firsthand. So I'm super honored and blessed to be able to be in a position that really allows these girls to just have those moments. And just some things that we've changed in the program is we definitely have moved towards a relational standpoint, which I think even for the clients who come with equestrian background and they've been showing and riding their whole entire lives, is a new world to them. They have to do what I call a little bit of untraining, even in that sense, if they come from a horse background, because horses over the course of decades have been seen as objectified and, you know, a means to an end, you know, a power play as far as who's dominant and who's submissive. They are prey animals, we are the predators, and so humans just naturally kind of play into that sometimes. um, or you see a pony and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to ride it. And so we really lose sight of that relationship. And I think at the beginning, when I took over the program 6 years ago, it was somewhat similar as far as we were objectifying horses. We were using them and what they brought to the table as metaphors to, oh, what is that? What does that remind you in your life? Or how does that relate to another relationship? Instead of really focusing on what the horse had to offer and what it was saying in that relationship, which was the beauty of the feedback, the truth and the honesty behind it. And we were missing that. So we've shifted to really making it relational and focusing on the here and now, in the moment relationship that's occurring between that client and that horse. We've also added individual equine sessions in addition to the groups that we were running. We have changed even the way we do riding, as far as it's not a riding lesson. It is what is going on between you and that horse on a more intimate level, because riding is an intimate request that you're making. I mean, when you look at it, you're really a predator crawling on the back of a prey, similar to how a predator would be attacking a prey animal, and yet they trust us to do that. We've looked into the emotional aspect of how the horse's brains work and how our brains work and how similar that is. So we're bringing in some scientific stuff. And I'm really excited for the future direction of the equine program as we continue to build and expand and improve. We've done clinical trainings with the clinical team and the educational team, just professional development, and opened their eyes up to kind of what the equine program has to offer. So that's been really cool and exciting to see some of the personal experiences that have come from that just within our professional teams here. And so, yeah, the future direction is bigger and better, and still leading with that relational aspect. Plans are to work towards, and I'm currently working towards a natural livemanship certification. Not certified yet, but super excited about bringing in this clinical, very valid and trauma-focused modality of equine-assisted psychotherapy. Really excited about that. There's so much there, and I can't wait to have that take off once I'm fully certified. It's just been, for me, I've experienced such personal growth. It's such rewarding work to be able to help these girls open their eyes up to relationships in ways that they've never experienced it before. And also just build their self-esteem and self-worth and self-confidence. I'm really, really honored to just be the equine specialist here at Fulshear, and also do great things now being a licensed master social work, working towards my LCSW as a clinician and a therapist here. So it's really great stuff. I hope you guys can jump on the bandwagon and get just as excited about horse things, even if you're not a horse person, because this stuff you're going to want a piece of. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.